Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here on ZSN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the OKC Thunder tonight. Guys, just an unfortunate night, a heartbreaking night for the Los Angeles Lakers when it came down to it. I mean, lots of things to get into when it came to everything that went wrong in tonight's game when it came to the offensive side for the Los Angeles Lakers. And just, unfortunately, with this loss, the Lakers are eliminated by the in the NBA Cup tournament. Unfortunately, when it's all said and done, and it's all because of the bad mistakes that were made, the turnovers, the lack of defensive effort in this game when it came down to it as well. So we're going to get into all of that when it came to the Lakers loss tonight to the Thunder, 101-93, and then heartbreaker tonight when it came down to it. So I'm going to get into all that, but before, like always, please be sure to like this live stream. Of course, follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm also on TikTok and Threads as well. So please be sure to follow me all across social media, and of course on this channel, ZSN on YouTube, and just be in the know when I go live or when I upload videos about everything that goes down when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers when it came down to it. So really do appreciate it, guys. I really do. And subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. And without further ado, let's just get right into the Lakers' heartbreaking loss to the Thunder, 101-93. And unfortunately, with this loss, the Lakers are eliminated from the NBA Cup tournament, unfortunately. And this is their second loss in the NBA in-season tournament. So it's very unfortunate. The Lakers are really making some really bad mistakes for the past couple of weeks now when it came to the Nuggets game, when it came to the Suns game, and now tonight with the turnovers from LeBron James. Most of them came from LeBron James in this game. And you can just tell, guys, and this is just coming from me, I might be mistaken, but you can just tell that Father Time is creeping up on LeBron James. You can just tell he was being, his jumper as of late has been not the best to watch by LeBron James, in my opinion. And, it's just, you can tell his layups compared to last season or the past couple of years. He has made some really nice, easy layups throughout his career. And unfortunately, this season, I've been noticing that his layups have not been the best when it came down to it. So, it's very unfortunate to see that from LeBron James, but we will get to him in just a bit as well when it came down to it. So, and I'm just seeing the comments coming in from Daniel. Welcome to the live stream, Daniel. We appreciate you joining, man. We can't beat good teams. Yeah, unfortunately, we can't. And that's why we need to make trades. That's the only alternative to improve this Lakers team. Better rotation players, better players that can play their role on the team. Adding on another big, which should have been. I mean, honestly, it was not really the case in this matchup against the OKC Thunder, in my opinion. Most of the OKC Thunder players they played small ball against the Lakers, so there was just not a lot of effort to have in the rotation when it comes to adding on bigs into the rotation. So the Lakers obviously played even to the OKC Thunder when it came to size. So, they didn't really hurt them in this particular matchup. But, the turnovers was a big deal. The steals from the Thunder side played a big role. They're the better defensive team in the Western Conference when it came down to that. So I think they ranked 6th in defensive efficiency. So that's another thing when it came to the Thunder coming into this game. They didn't play so well offensively. So unfortunately, this was a missed opportunity for the Lakers to beat the OKC Thunder tonight because they lacked the effort defensively, even though they were shooting better than the Lakers in this game. So it was a tough situation when it came down to it. Lakers couldn't take the advantage and outplayed them offensively in this game, unfortunately. We saw a couple of times that they tried to. They were up by 5 points at one point, but then the threes started to rain in from the Thunder side, and it was just Lakers couldn't overcome that defensively when it came down to it. So it's very unfortunate. Let's see here from Daniel. Got to fix the 3 pointer unless it's connect and free throws and rebounding. Yeah, I mean that was the downfall of the Lakers as well. I mean it was not just the turnovers that was the main reason, but also the 3 pointers for sure. That's why trades needs to happen. I mean they just need to happen. Rob Pelinka needs to make something happen once either December 15th deadline for players to be available for trades for Rob Pelinka to make some moves, or at the February trade deadline, or by that date till the trade deadline for him to potentially make some moves or potential to improve the Lakers roster that way. If he doesn't, then there's a guaranteed chance that he will be fired at the end of the season. There's no doubt in my mind, and I hope Bob Myers will be available by then for the Lakers to potentially target if that is the case. So, but yeah, I mean, the 3 pointers for sure was a problem for the Lakers. And the obviously the rebounding because of the lack of defense, the offensive rebounding was also a problem for the Lakers when it came down to that for sure. Free throws for sure they had to make them. That was also the main problem that we saw from the Lakers against, I believe, the Magics a couple of games ago. So the lack of shooting all of your free throws could have won you the game against the Magic if that was the case. And it was just not the case, unfortunately. And the Lakers could have went on the 7 game winning streak in that particular game, but unfortunately they didn't, and they lost to the Magics that particular matchup a couple of games ago, and it was because of the lack of free throw efforts in that game as well, and of course the rebounding. I absolutely agree with you on that, Daniel, for sure. Those are all the needs the Lakers have to improve on when it comes to certain trades that they need to make to improve the team. Adding on another, most importantly for me is the center, no doubt, but the point guard position needs to be improved for sure. Replacing Gabe Vincent needs to happen for sure, in my opinion. And, just having the players just shoot all of their free throws. I mean, they should have a practice round, during practice to have everyone shoot their free throws at 100%. That should be a type of routine for the Lakers at this point. If JJ Redick decides to do that, but I don't think they will do that for sure. No doubt they won't. But yeah, I mean, unfortunately, those were the problems that the Lakers were dealing with in this game for sure. So let's get right into the Lakers stat line of tonight's game. It was a pretty bad showing, a sad one when it came to the Lakers' efforts offensively. The Lakers, as I said, lose to the Thunder 101-93. As you can see, I mean, the Lakers kind of, were competitive in the second quarter. I have to really say, 24 points in the second quarter to the Thunder's 19. So you can tell the Lakers tried to play defense aggressively against OKC. And they were going back and forth in the third quarter, which I was pretty impressed with. But then the fourth quarter came around and they scored 30 over the Lakers' 24 points in the fourth quarter, unfortunately. And it was because of the lack of turnovers. I mean, no, not the lack of turnovers. The turnovers was their efforts. It was just the lack of shooting efforts. The Lakers shot 28% from the three when it came down to it. And, thankfully, we have Dalton Connect. I mean, the guy has been nothing but, and also surprisingly, D'Angelo Russell, who went 4 of 9 from the three, but Dalton Connect was our shooter in tonight's game. 6 of 13 from the three, and most of that came from in the fourth quarter, late in the fourth quarter, where things were starting to get pretty close. I mean, the Lakers were at one point down by at least 3 points or 4 points with like 2 minutes left remaining in the game. And that was all thanks to, Dalton Connect with those shooting and his just elite shooting offense that he brings to the table for the Lakers. And it was just unfortunate that, Lakers were just lacking in that department. I mean, LeBron 0-4 from the three. Austin Reeves, 1 of 9 from the three. I mean, he was struggling himself. And, of course, he got injured in the game. He hit his head on the floor. So, obviously it took him out of the game, and he wasn't right ever since. That's why personally, and I think most people would agree with me, and I even saw a glimpse of Lakers Nation, Trevor Lane brought it up, that JJ Redick should have considered D'Angelo Russell, in those final minutes left remaining in the game, or maybe like 3 minutes left remaining in the game, because obviously Austin Reeves was just not himself after that injury. So to his head. So obviously he played through it, but at the same time he just wasn't himself, and you can tell that he was missing a lot of threes, and he made some pretty bad shots that were unnecessary shots when it came down to that. So still, I mean, regardless of that, it was probably the coaching decision mistakes that JJ Redick should have considered D'Angelo Russell, who was red hot from the three and is shooting 17 points in the game and went 6 of 11 from the field. So, and he had 9 rebounds and 3 assists. So, and 2 steals. So, he was just really on his A game in his matchup tonight against OKC. So it was just bad coaching decisions by JJ Redick in that particular moment. Should have subbed in D'Angelo Russell in the game instead of Austin Reeves, in those 3 minutes left remaining in the game. So it's just very unfortunate, but it is what it is at this point. Sadly, but it is what it is. But Dalton Connect once again leads the Lakers in scoring, 20 points. Last game against the team escapes me at the moment, but in the last game, obviously the Lakers, really, I can just look it up. I don't know why I don't know the team at my top of my head right now, but it was the Spurs. Excuse me. The Lakers on the road at the time. It was Dalton Connect who led the Lakers in scoring with another 20-point game out there tonight for the Lakers. And once again, he did it again with 20 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and as I said, 6 of 13 from the three. He was our shooter of tonight's game, and his efforts all came from the fourth quarter, just going nuts with those threes that he is well respected for in for the Lakers when it came down to it. But he did go 7 of 17 from the field, so he did struggle at times from the offensive side. But at the same time, his shooting was a big help for the Lakers when it came down to it. But he managed to put up a 20-point game out there tonight. So let's give him credit for that. If I had to pick player of the game, would have to be Dalton Connect, or it could be shared with D'Angelo Russell when it came down to it in tonight's game against OKC. So, but yeah, I mean, great job out there for Dalton Connect, and kind of tells you guys that him being in the starting lineup, it works. It works tremendously well. That's why he should be a permanent starter for the Lakers in the starting lineup. I think it's going to be that way moving forward. And rookie of the year, not out of the question now. He is going. It's open field for rookie of the years when it came down to it. So hopefully he gets it. He deserves it for sure. Let's see for the rest of our stars out there tonight from Anthony Davis. Really had a bad game, in my opinion. Even though he did put up a double-double performance with 15 points, 12 rebounds, he did have 7 assists out there tonight with 4 blocks and 1 steal. Went 5 of 9 from the field, but you can just tell that his energy in the game was pretty low to watch, in my opinion. It was just not his best performance so far this season. I was kind of expecting him to go off against OKC, especially against uh, Shea Goodricks Alexander in this game when it came down to it. The guy who's also in the running for MVP. So unfortunately, Anthony Davis was just not at his best performance out there tonight when it came down to it. I think if it was a whole different situation and he was putting up MVP caliber numbers, I think we would have won this game if that was the case. But unfortunately, the Lakers just missed the ball on this one when it came to this matchup tonight against OKC. They were playing very well offensively, better than OKC. I mean, when it came to attacking the rim more than anything. I mean, they were just amazingly, playing better in that particular area of their game compared to the shooting efforts compared to OKC, and that was just their uh, downfall. It's because of the lack of shooting. As I said, Lakers scored around 28% from the three. Compared to the field percentages, it goes to the Lakers. At one point, just want to see the on my others on my there we go. Lakers shot around 45% from the field to the OKC Thunder 40% from the field. So Lakers were the better team when it came to attacking the rim, and just they were just playing so well in that particular area of the game, and it showed in the second quarter when it came down to that. So I don't know why they couldn't capitalize that opportunity going into the second half and maybe the fourth quarter, but it just wasn't the case, and they missed a lot of opportunities and most free throws that could have been helpful for the Lakers to have some sort of better lead on the OKC Thunder if they just made all of their free throws. They shot 46, so 76% from the free throw line. So compared to OKC, they shot 75% from the free throw line. So Lakers were I guess, better in a sense by a percent when it came to their free throws, but at the same time, they should be they should make all their free throws, and we saw that multiple times this season that the Lakers were not that accurate when it comes to making their free throws, unfortunately, and most of that came from um, you know, like for example, Gabe Vincent, who had 2 points, and I don't know why he's still part of the rotation. In my opinion, if anything, he should be out of the rotation and give somebody else some opportunities to play. But you know, right there, I mean, 0 of 2 from the free throw line. I think that could have helped the Lakers at one point if he just made one of his free throws or just one really. So, but still, same problem that we saw from the Lakers against the Magic matchup a couple of games ago, where the Lakers could have made all of their free throws and won the game against the Magics if that was the case for the Lakers if they just made all their free throws. But that's the flaw of the Lakers game as well when it came to their free throws. When it came down to it. And obviously the out rebounded by the a really good defensive team in OKC Thunder. When it came down to it, that's why the number one team in the West when it came down to it. So it's just unfortunate the Lakers could have gained the opportunity to just play better offensively since the OKC Thunder weren't playing their best offensive game against the Lakers tonight. So missed opportunity. That's what it was out there tonight. But then, we just, as I already mentioned, the turnovers was the main downfall of the Lakers. I mean, sure, it was their shooting and the out rebounded by the OKC Thunder, but it was the turnovers, really. As you can tell, the Lakers total 17 turnovers to the OKC Thunder 9 turnovers. So, most of those efforts came from, unfortunately, from LeBron James and Austin Reeves, who had both 5 turnovers, and with D'Angelo Russell, who had 4 turnovers in the game, unfortunately. So even though he really had a good performance in this game offensively for the Lakers when it came down to it, but LeBron James obviously tonight really missed an opportunity to help this Lakers team out in a big way. I think he had the probably one of the worst games as a Laker. We kind of witnessed it in the beginning of the season at one point. I forgot which matchup it was, but uh, once again, this is the second worst performance out of LeBron James in this game. When it came down to it, having a negative 12 performance in this game for the Lakers. With 12 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 0 of 4 from the threes. Totally unnecessary. I think if anything, he should have attacked the rim. That's where LeBron James is most gifted at, was for him to attack the rim, give up layup or attack the rim, show up layups and dunks here and there. I mean, if anything, we should have seen more of that from LeBron James, in my opinion. But it is what it is. This was just a bad game for LeBron James out there tonight. Hopefully, he will bounce back. And I think there's a guarantee the Lakers could potentially get a win on Sunday against the Jazz, but anything could happen at this point when it comes to this Lakers team. So hopefully, I think it's a home game. I might be mistaken, or maybe it's a away game, but I think it is a home game if that is the case. But let me just check real quick so I can make sure so you guys can know. Uh, let's see here. Oh, okay, we're going into December, so yeah, it's at Utah, so it is a away game for the Lakers. But you never know; things could Lakers could get a win on the road when it comes down to that. So lately, they have been playing very well on the road as of late, but they're more dominant when it comes to their home games. But unfortunately, they lost tonight at home. So, it is a situation where the Lakers could get an easy win on Sunday, December 1st, but, against the Utah Jazz. So we just have to wait and see about that. But hopefully, LeBron James will bounce back from his poor performance out there tonight and show up against the Utah Jazz on Sunday. So, along with Anthony Davis when it's all said and done. Rui Hachimura, not the best performance, in my opinion, only having 8 points, 5 rebounds. His efforts was not really that known out there tonight, in my opinion. Sure, he had 2 blocks and 1 steal, but his efforts in the first half of the game was not the best, in my opinion, when it came down to it. But it was most of the disappointment came from LeBron James and Austin Reeves with those turnovers. But we cannot blame so much on Austin Reeves because he did get hurt I believe it was in the second quarter where he hit his head on the floor from a foul, which obviously took him out of the game, and then he returned. But as I already mentioned before, it was JJ Redick's bad coaching at one point that could have had an opportunity to just sub in D'Angelo Russell instead of having Austin Reeves throughout the game, in my opinion. But it was just a bad coaching decision by JJ Redick in that particular moment. If that was that should have been the case, if that was an opportunity that was needed for the Lakers to win this game, if we just had a better shooting opportunity. And obviously that's what we saw from D'Angelo Russell, who had a really good game, went 4 of 9 from the three and had 17 points. He was red hot, when he came down to it throughout the game. I think it was just a missed opportunity that JJ didn't give to D'Angelo Russell in the game. When it came down to it, I think maybe he saw that he was in foul trouble with 4 fouls, but I don't know. I think just 3 minutes left remaining. I think things could have turned around for the Lakers at one point if somehow D'Angelo Russell was in instead of Austin Reeves, in my opinion. But I already spoke about that. But we can't really talk about the past now because it is unfortunate, a really unfortunate moment in that particular moment for JJ Redick. But it is what it is. Who else? Let's talk about more from our second unit. I mean, great effort from D'Angelo Russell offensively with his shooting. Max Christie, though, I think he played very solid performance out there tonight, 8 points, and showed his efforts out there. But unfortunately, he did foul a player that at one point that kind of turned the game around for the worse for the Lakers, and you can just tell it was like late, maybe like 3 seconds left remaining in the fourth quarter, that he felt disappointed and down on himself. But it is valid because he missed a good opportunity there that could have ended up in a good help for the Lakers if things turned out better, obviously, for the Lakers. But it is what it is at this point when it comes to this rotation. I still think they need to make a trade to better the team. I just hope it happens soon. And we've been calling that nauseum for the Lakers to potentially make a trade very soon. But it's just it hasn't been the case, unfortunately, when it comes down to it. So But yeah, guys, I mean, that was the game. It was just very unfortunate. The Lakers lost an opportunity tonight, a heartbreaker. They were the better offensive team when it comes to field goals and all that, and they really missed the ball on that one. And things could have turned out better for the Lakers if they just buckled down when it comes to their defensive side and offensive side and attacking the rim and going for layups and dunks and all that. I mean, that was the best advantage of what the Lakers were dealing with when it comes to OKC, that were not playing their best offensive game from the field. If anything, they were the better shooting team than the Lakers, but I think the Lakers were just gaining a lot of ground when it comes to their offensive attack from the from just attacking the rim. So it's just very unfortunate. And plus, the turnovers was their downfall. Number one, really, of their flaw in tonight's game. So it's just very unfortunate. The Lakers could have, if they just controlled their turnover ratio and just played better offensively, attacking the rim, I think they would have won the game and just showed better efforts for Anthony Davis and LeBron James. I think things would have turned out better for the Lakers offensively if that was the case. But it just wasn't the case. And unfortunately, the Lakers are eliminated from the NBA Cup tournament, and that's very unfortunate. But at the same time, I don't know, maybe the stress of being in the in-season tournament will kind of calm down a bit, and maybe Lakers will just start to focus on the regular season and wins, and they'll some rest in here and there once the tournament cup commence, and we will see less of the Lakers when it comes to those certain matchups. I think it's also in Las Vegas. I might be mistaken, but I don't know. At least for that, because we kind of witnessed that last season when the Lakers were focused more on the in-season tournament. Nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, it really took a lot of energy out of them because they had to play so much games in that in-season tournament, and they were the first ever to win it for sure. And that's going to be in the history books for sure. But at the same time, I think if anything, this is a good sign for the Lakers that when it comes to the in-season tournament, that they will get some rest in here and there, and they'll focus more on winning more games in the regular season than focusing on winning in those in-season tournaments and all that. So there's some silver lining when it comes to the Lakers being eliminated in the NBA Cup tournament. So just saying, if you guys agree with me on that, give me your comments in the comment section when it comes down to that argument. So let's see here. Seeing one more comment here from Daniel. Connect was the only bright spot. Yeah, I mean, he was just amazing tonight. I mean, twice now he led the Lakers in scoring with 20. So, I mean, the guy has been on his A game, outplaying our stars in Anthony Davis and MVP, and obviously the GOAT in LeBron James when it comes down to for the past two games now. He has been sensational since he got inserted into the starting lineup. We've been winning games for sure when he was starting, and his shooting has been the bright moment for the Lakers when it comes to finding the best shooter on the team. And it's obviously a back and forth with Austin Reeves and Dalton Connect. When it comes down to it. So, but surprisingly, it was D'Angelo Russell in this game. He shot very well in this game as well. But it was all about Dalton Connect. He shot very well, and of course scored very well in this game tonight against the OKC Thunder. If anything, that was just unfortunate. The Lakers' downfall was just the lack of shooting efforts in this game when it came down to it, and they should have just attacked the rim more, went for layups because they played better at that in the field, shooting 45% to the OKC Thunder 40%. So they just missed the ball on that one. They should have attacked the rim more when it came down to it. But it was also the turnovers as well and the lack of effort from LeBron James in this game and also from Anthony Davis as well. So um, if they were bringing their MVP performances in this game, I think we would have won this game. So that's just my opinion when it comes down to that. And less turnovers ratio, I think things could have turned out better for the Lakers in this game, and potentially would have won the game in a close game if that was the case. So hopefully bounce back when they face the Utah Jazz on Sunday. It's a road game, so that will be in Utah. So the Lakers could potentially get a win there, but we just have to wait and see about that for sure. So, but it should be a win uh, without a doubt. So let's just hope for that. Um, so yeah, guys. I mean, thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. It's a heartbreaking loss, when it comes to this Lakers team, unfortunately. And like I already mentioned, the turnovers was their reason, and their shooting efforts in this game was a main reason, and plus the lack of defense. I mean, grabbing those offensive rebounds and rebounding for sure was also hurting the Lakers for sure. As Daniel puts it, for sure, it's 100% correct. I would add the turnovers was also their downfall. Number one reason why the Lakers lost this game as well when it came down to it. But sure, the shooting, sure, and the free throws, the rebounding. But thanks to Dalton Connect, I mean, he was really helpful in the fourth quarter, late in the fourth quarter. But unfortunately, Lakers couldn't capitalize on that opportunity to gain the lead, and they just missed the opportunity in that one where they were playing better offensively from the field goal percentages to their shooting efforts compared to the OKC Thunder. So it's just very unfortunate, really. I mean, Lakers really missed the ball on that one, and hopefully they redeem themselves and bounce back and get a win against the Utah Jazz on Sunday in Utah when it's all said and done. So let's just hope for that. So thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it, and I want to thank Daniel for uh, commenting for sure. Oh, I just saw a comment here from Keto Rabbit. Welcome to the live stream, buddy. I really appreciate you joining. We're knocked out of the NBA Cup. Yeah, it's very unfortunate, as I mentioned, in my conclusion in this, in my analysis. It is unfortunate the Lakers are eliminated from the NBA Cup tournament, but at the same time, there's a silver lining, really. I mean, I don't know if you noticed it from last season. I think it was the talk of the Lakers in-season tournament cup win was that they put so much of their energy in the NBA in-season cup tournament when they won it that the rest of the season after that was just a downfall for the Lakers because of lack of energy and a lack of effort to win games after the fact of winning the NBA Cup. So I think this is probably a good silver lining, really, that the Lakers obviously are eliminated from the in-season tournaments. So now they could potentially just focus on the regular season, win more games and all that. So and just focus on stacking up wins in the regular season than focusing more on the in-season tournament. So that's just my opinion. If you guys disagree with me or agree with me on it, please comment down below and give me your thoughts about that. I mean, that's how I feel about it because how we saw from the Lakers last season, and this is the same old roster that they were last season. So it is very valid of what I had to say when it comes to this Lakers, you know, mindset going into this regular season that they need to focus more on regular season wins than they are with the in-season tournament matchups. So that's just my opinion for sure. But hey, they're in the history books of being the number one team to win the first ever in-season tournament. So let's give them credit for that when it comes down to that. So they're the first to do it for sure. So. But yeah, I mean, I really appreciate the comment. Thank you, Ghetto Rabbit, and of course, thank you, Daniel, for you guys' comments and thoughts and opinions of this Lakers heartbreaking loss against OKC Thunder, 101-93. Unfortunately, the Lakers are eliminated from the NBA Cup tournament. As I already mentioned before, I don't want to get into it again, but it is, I guess, a silver lining that I guess the Lakers will not be competing. Uh, there's a silver lining of them not competing in the NBA Cup tournament. They can just focus more on the regular season and winning games and being competitive in the Western Conference. So hopefully that is a potential, um, uh, hope for the Lakers for them to do so. So But hopefully they'll bounce back once they face the Utah Jazz on Sunday. So it is an opportunity for sure for them to pull that off and bounce back and get a win on the road in Utah on Sunday. So that could be a possibility for them to do that for sure. So let's just hope for that. I'm hopeful for sure, but anything could happen when it comes to Sunday's matchup. But let's hope they bring their A game and get a win, an easy win, hopefully, on Sunday. So thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Once again, I want to thank Daniel and Ghetto Rabbit for you guys' comments on here and really good feedback. We really got into some really good talks about the Lakers and their downfall of this game tonight. As Daniel puts it, the free throws for sure was a problem, and the 3-point shots and the rebounding. But I think number one for me was the turnover ratio, and obviously it was from LeBron James that made that possible. So unfortunately, and just the lack of performance from LeBron and of course Anthony Davis. If they were playing MVP performances in this game, I think we would have won the game. And Lakers had a better advantage from the field goal percentage from instead of the three. I think things could have turned out better if the Lakers were just attacking the rim and going for layups and left and right and all that. So, but unfortunately, they just couldn't capitalize on that opportunity, and they lost this game, unfortunately. So it's just very unfortunate when it came down to it. So yeah, guys. I mean, that's all I really have to say. I really appreciate all of you for joining me on this live stream. Oh, by the way, I hope you guys enjoyed your Thanksgiving with your loved ones. I sure did. Really feasted a lot. Hopefully, I, you know, gotta get to the gym and get some workout in and lose all the fat. When it comes to this Thanksgiving feast I had yesterday. So hopefully things will turn out better for the Lakers moving forward, guys. When it comes to wins and being competitive in the Western Conference, hopefully. So uh, hopefully they'll bounce back, as I said, against the Utah Jazz and get a win. And maybe moving forward, they will start winning more games now moving forward. So let's just hope for that. So thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Follow me all across social media, Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm also on TikTok and Threads as well. The links will be in the description of this live stream, so you guys check me out on social media. And of course, guys, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you'll be in the know when I go live or when I upload videos about everything about the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes to news, rumors, updates, speculations, and especially when it comes to trade rumors. It's very important that you hit that notification bell so you'll be the first to know about everything about the Los Angeles Lakers. This is the channel for you when it comes to everything about the Los Angeles Lakers. So please be sure to hit that notification bell and, of course, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.